learners, and welcome to our today's lesson. Our today's lesson, we want to continue with where we left before we get into another subtopic. Now, I've given an example here of a question that I wanted to teach today. Two distances are in the ratio 14:9. The longer distance is 28 kilometers. What is the length of the shorter distance? Lana, the ratio given is 14:9. Then, what is given is a longer distance. If you have this, you can be able to work out this question, because we say the longer distance has the bigger ratio. So our longer distance, 28 kilometers, that is equivalent to the bigger ratio, 14 ratio. What about 9? Because 9 is the shorter distance. The 9 is what? Kilometers. That is the question. So you cross multiply this with this. That is 9 times 28 kilometer over 14. By 14 1, by 14 2. 9 times 2 is 18 kilometer. You compare 28 and 18, this is shorter. You can be able to see it right now. So that's how you do these questions. Simply get, if this is a bigger ratio, just get the smaller ratio is 9 over 14 times the bigger ratio, which is the bigger distance, which is, it will give you just 18. So if you ask the smaller ratio, you pick the smaller, the smaller distance, you pick the smaller ratio over the bigger ratio. Let me do another one. 2 masses of sand in the ratio 4:5. 2 masses of sand are in the ratio 4:5. The smaller ratio is the smaller mass is 6 tons. The smaller mass is 6 tons. What is the larger mass? What is the larger mass? The ratio is 4:5, meaning that this represents the smaller, this represents the bigger. So the question is, what is larger? Larger, you pick the bigger number. So 5 over 4 times 6. By 2, 2, by 2, 3. By 2, 1, by 2, 1, 25. And this will give you 7.5 tons. That would be the mass of the bigger, the larger mass. 7.5 tons. So if you ask the bigger ratio, you pick the bigger number of the smaller number. If you ask about the smaller number, the smaller ratio, you pick the smaller ratio over the bigger ratio. You'll be able to calculate. I'm going to do the last one before I go to something else. This one says, a photograph measures 7 centimeters by 5 centimeters. A photograph measures 7 centimeters by 5 centimeters. Then A, if the photograph is enlarged that the longer side measures 14, if the photograph is enlarged such that the longer side measures 14 centimeters. What does the shorter side become? What does the shorter side become? Let's calculate that one, Nana. Photograph measures 7 by 5. So the longer distance is 7 centimeters and the shorter distance is 5 centimeters. Now this is going to be enlarged so that the longer distance now becomes 14 centimeters. Now what will be the shorter distance? It's just direct like that. If 7 centimeters becomes 14, What about 5? So you get, this is just like the ratio 7:5. So if 7/5 is 14, what about 5/7? So you just get the smaller one, 5 out of 7 times 14. And you find that the shorter distance now becomes 10. Remember, if you look at this one has been multiplied by 2. 7 has been multiplied by 2 to get 14. So you also multiply this by 2 to get 10. So that is how you get it. Question number B. What is the area of the large photograph? Area of the large photograph. Now you pick the measurements of the large size, photograph, which will be 14 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And that will give you 14 times 10. That is going to be 140 centimeters squared. Length times width. Then the last question. In what ratio is the area increased? In what ratio is the area increased? Remember what I told you? Now we have to get the area of this first. The area of the original one was 7/5. That was 35 centimeters squared. The area of the large one is 14 centimeter by 10 centimeter. That will give you 140 centimeters squared. Now the question is, in what ratio is the area increased? So this is an increased ratio. Increased ratio, we say we pick the bigger ratio over a smaller ratio, that 5. By 5, 7, by 5, 2, 8, by 7, 1, by 7, 4. 4/1, which is 4:1. That's the increased ratio, 4:1. So you get, if you ask, in what ratio is the area increased? That is an increasing ratio. So in an increasing ratio, you have both areas. So you pick the bigger area over the smaller area. That is what we call an increasing ratio. If they ask you, if it was a decrease, then you would take that 5 over 4 or something like that. So having said that and having done a lot of exercises there, some examples, I want us to move what we call direct proportion. We are moving ahead. So learner, I'll give you later what you're supposed to do as homework. But you're going to what we call, remember in the beginning we said ratio and proportion. Now we are through with the ratio. Now we need to begin with proportion. And in this case, we have two types of proportion. We have direct proportion and indirect proportion. So I want us to begin with the direct proportion. Direct proportion. Now you realize that direct proportion is very simple. We'll not even waste a lot of time there to explain. I'll begin by giving you examples. This is where we compare one item directly to the other. Like for example, two mangoes cost 30 shillings. How much will 6 mangoes cost? If you look at this is a direct proportion, you are comparing directly. So you say if 2 mangoes is equivalent to 30 shillings. What about 6 mangoes? Is how much shillings? So 6 mangoes times 30 shillings over, because you're cross multiplying, this lower number is multiplying with this number, then you're dividing with this over 2 mangoes. The reason why I'm writing that is that you will know what the units will be later after you cancel like this. By 2, 1, by 2, 3. So 3 times 30, that will give you 90 shillings. So 6 mangoes will cost 90 shillings in that case. So that's how we do it, learner. Very, very simple. Let me give you another example. If 56% of some money is 252, if 56% of some money is 252 shillings, question is, how much is 16% of the same amount? How much is 16% of the same amount? We are just comparing the same money. So you say if 56% is same as 252 shillings. What about 16% of that money is what amount? Simple as that. So you cross multiply the lower number with this number on the other side. So 16% times 25, so 252 shillings over 56%. Percentage and percentage will cancel. You remain with the units shillings. By 8, 7, by 8, 2. By 7, 1, by 7, 3 for 21, 21, 42. 3, this is 21, 42, 7, 6. So that's 6 times 2, which will give you 72 shillings. So 16% of this amount is 72 shillings. So we are comparing direct, you can be able to see how we are doing it. Let's move to another example. Says, if that 2 bottles of oil can be packed in 4 boxes, if that 2 bottles of some oil can be packed in 4 boxes. Continue. How many such boxes? How many such boxes will be used to pack? Will be used to pack 128 bottles. Simple. So you say if the 2 bottles are packed in 4 boxes. Remember what we want is how many boxes. So we say we arrange what is on one side together. The same units on one side. 128 boxes will be how many bottles. So you must understand what you are looking for. If you don't understand what you are looking for, you are going to confuse yourself. So Lana, you can't bring bottles on this side. Sorry, this is supposed to be on this side because they are bottles. 128 bottles will be packed in what boxes. So you must arrange the same units in the same side. So if you bring bottles on this side, we'll have boxes and bottles, which is not the same unit. So 128 bottles times 4 boxes over 32 bottles. Bottles and bottles will cancel. This is 4 by 4, 1 by 4, 8. 8, 1 by 8, 1, 48, 6. So you get 16 boxes will be required to pack 128. Because you can see that 2 can be packed in 4, then 128 will be packed in 16 boxes. So that's how Lana will do it. So with that, I want us to stop at that point and give you examples. Not examples, but exercise. I want to give you exercise. So you do for me exercise 116, 117, 118. These exercises are very key in what we have learned today, and so we need to be able to get them right. We need to get them right. So that's how we will be able to do that. So I want to stop at that point and wish you all the best. But because there's another method, let me just highlight it here very fast. that other method. Like for example, we had said that two boxes is they're packed in four. That two bottles are packed in four boxes. So it's the same thing. You realize the same thing I'm doing here. So I'm going to what about 28 boxes? We'll pack 128 bottles will be packed in how many boxes? Now in this case, you say if that two are packed in four, then one bottle takes that 2 over 4. That is, so if this one, then what about 128? So one bottle is packed between, one box carries that 2 over 4, which is 8 bottles. So what about 28? By 4, sorry. This is not it. Let me see what we are supposed to do here. If I find that you're not going to get it right, then we can. So if that 2 are packed in 24 boxes, that 2 bottles are packed in 4 boxes, then one box we can pack that 2 out of 4, which is 8. So therefore, if one box we pack this, then 128 divided by 8 will give us. So for us, if one box we can pack that 2 out of 4, then in 128 will be packed over 8 by 8 1 by 8 1. That will give you 48 6. You still get the same 16. But I want to use the other method I showed you, that of comparing directly. This is another method, but we'll use this more in direct proportion. We'll be able to realize that we use it there more. But this one, because it's direct, use the method I've given you so that you can be able to do that work well. So until next time, learner, I want to wish you a very busy day. Enjoy yourselves as you continue calculating a lot of questions back at home. Thank you and God bless you.